Oh my God, the misogyny on the internet, Blake Lively. How are you dealing? Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and I'm back with Nate the lawyer. How you doing, Nate?
I'm doing all right. It's just going crazy in the world of misogyny. It's like we had to deal with this with Johnny Depp, now Blake
Never
Lively.
ends.
It's like whenever there's a lawsuit and you say, "Hey, I think the guy has a good argument," you're a misogynist. So it's insane old
Yeah,
stuff, bro.
meanwhile, let's ignore the fact that it's actually her husband who's doing all this on a power trip. But no, it's the misogyny. It's the misogyny. Look, I don't want to give this woman any more credit or attention because that's what she wants. And I urge you to stop sharing it to me. I've had it sent to me so many times, Nate. So many people rage clicking. That's what this author does. I don't even want to say her name. We dealt with this woman in the Johnny Depp trial. Nate, I don't know if you remember, she interviewed me early on, Kat
Yeah, I
Tenbarge.
remember.
I'll say it just so we can be on the record. She interviewed me and we both recorded it. And on that call, she acknowledged I was right about Amber Heard at the time. And then lo and behold, while we were making money off the case, she found a little niche making money by doing the opposite, by rage baiting all of the Johnny Depp fans and going against them, calling them misogynists. It was a fascinating thing she was actually doing. A lot of people had no clue about the case. She made it clear she didn't watch the case. She kind of just jumps in and does this online to sort of go after YouTubers, use their names for clicks, and then go rage bait everybody in it and sort of get these little niche groups to get pissed and really get the traffic in. And then that's how she succeeds because her articles would otherwise get no clicks, but she gets hate clicks through all this nonsense. Yeah. And so I exposed her. I released the whole audio and then she claimed it was edited, which it wasn't. That's defamatory. You know it wasn't edited, Kat. And then she wrote a hit piece about me, Nate. She spent months. She spent months writing this hit piece. And oh my God, like I do want to find it quick because it was, I had Chris Melcher on and like just laugh at how defamatory and ridiculous it was that NBC News even did this. I heard they went after, tried to get everybody on the record, and the only people they could get were literal psychopaths, like the worst of the worst, who like hate me so much. Like not a single neutral source, only the worst of the worst who like troll me. They literally got like my anonymous trolls, and like he was canceled during the Me Too. Now he's using YouTube to attack celebrity accusers. This article was a laughing stock. It was awful. But anyway, she did this because I went after her and I exposed her.
Yeah.
Anyway, I give you all this backstory because I want you to be prepared. Like, don't take the bait. Don't do it. That's what she wants you to do. She now wants all the Justin Baldoni people to go after. She calls out Chersty in this, and Chersty took the bait and wrote a big thing. And I messaged her. I'm like, say your piece, but don't keep engaging because that's all. This is what she banks on. Now she's in the New York Times. This is the New York Times opinion guest essay, Nate. The same rag that got the intel before everybody else without giving Justin his fair share. And now they're pulling in Kat Tenbarge. Now I go to you because you remember Kat. You know how ugly and gross it got during the Depp trial. Are you surprised to now see her back in it, playing the same old tactics, but now getting to use the New York Times, who have egg on their face, in my opinion? How shady is this of the New York Times? And what are your thoughts?
Well, number one, I do appreciate the New York Times putting in the opinion section. Like we don't have any ownership of this. This is just somebody who sent in a guest essay and let her write. Now, Kat Tenbarge, wasn't she fired from NBC? She was
yes, her whole department was fired. Yeah, useless.
Yeah. So this is what we're talking about, right? She is someone who's she's a reporter in need of someone to pay her. So she's now writing guest essays for the New York Times. Now, I've had my issues with Kat Tenbarge. She's one of the people who believed, like, let's say with the Amber Heard situation, she didn't care about the evidence. The evidence didn't matter to her. She didn't care about anything that she heard in the media or during the trial. She just knew Johnny Depp was an abuser and there was nothing that was going to change her mind. And that was the issue that we were all having with her, was like, well, hold on. There's clear evidence that she's lying. Matter of fact, she literally changed her testimony on the stand. Day one, she said something. She came back and said something completely different. And you know what she said? Amber Heard, I'm talking about. She said, "Oh, I misremembered when I told you guys I would never forget it. Oh, I actually misremembered, forgot it, and now I got to tell you a totally different story." Like things like that, we were supposed to believe. We were supposed to believe that when Amber Heard said, "I donated the money," and she kept it in her, she kept it for herself, that actually meant she donated the money. Like,
donated.
All of these
Not
things.
pledged.
So
donated.
When Kat Tenbarge, when we and her were having our little Twitter beef, the issue kept coming up. It's like, why is every man presumptively guilty? Why can't we evaluate the evidence? Why can't we say, well, this doesn't make sense in this context? And her response essentially was that women have been going through this for hundreds of millions of years, and now we should just believe them, even if they are lying, even if we know definitively the woman is, we should still believe her. And I don't accept that premise. I believe that we believe facts and evidence. So right now, I think she's trying to make a comeback with the whole, now it's Justin Baldoni. But the issue is that when you look at the facts and evidence that come out about this case, it seems to be the same thing. Blake Lively, unfortunately, everybody would have to be wrong. Taylor Swift would have to be wrong. All the staff and crew would have to be wrong, right? There are like a few people who are on her side, but the vast majority of everybody's saying none of this stuff happened. This is all wrong. But Kat Tenbarge sees that and says, you should believe Blake. Don't believe your lying eyes, and believe her. So it's one of those things where no matter how much evidence you got, she is not going to believe it, period.
Well, and it's just the screaming of misogyny is becoming so repetitive, and so it's losing meaning because she's so desperate to label anybody who's looking at the evidence as misogynist. She goes after Kirsty, which is just nonsense. But she makes this sort of example of like, oh, it's all baked in this ecosystem where we all use these to take her down, which is, it's not true. Effectively a tool for defending men accused of SV. I literally did a whole thing about Diddy. I don't believe Diddy. Nate, you and I have both made it very clear we're shocked at the outcome of Diddy.
and the funny part about it is that if she watched our Diddy coverage, right? Like for Diddy, I believe Diddy was 100% guilty of everything. Like, and they found it's like he didn't just distribute drugs. Like he wasn't handing drugs to people. He doesn't do that. And like, even with the Cassie trafficking issue, the trafficking was on tape. She was running. She said, I don't want to have relations with these foreign men in this hotel. I'm going to leave. And she was beaten to be brought back into that place.
Your words. Yeah, but yes.
That's what I said. She's beaten to go back to that place. So like that type of evidence was enough to say, hey, she is a victim of DV. She's a victim. It's very clear. The jury disagreed with us. And I would say Kat Tenbarge should be writing about that. Misogyny in a jury and all that stuff. I would maybe like, all right, well, maybe we got something here. Because the evidence was so overwhelming.
She's still obsessed with us.
Yeah, but she doesn't think that. She thinks, only she looks at me and Andy and she thinks these guys, no matter what Bill Cosby does or Harvey Weinstein, they are on their side, and she's wrong. We are not. We are on the side of facts and evidence. Facts and evidence. And you can change my mind based on the facts and evidence, but you can't change Kat Tenbarge's mind because she already knows the conclusion. Facts be, and I can't say it because it's YouTube.
Well, it's just funny because she's like, well, what's the example? Well, recent example is the affidavit by Friedman wrote that they received a phone call on Valentine's Day from a person closely linked to Taylor Swift. He claimed Lively, and basically Taylor Swift's lawyer Blake asked Taylor Swift to post something or else. That was what we heard, right? And that was a pretty damning thing. Suddenly, the sources came out as to it was Taylor Swift's father. Now, they weren't able to present that then. Now, to be fair, I'm still waiting for that to get confirmed. But, she's trying to play this like, well, the thing got squashed and the source was never revealed. And look how many outlets reported, and this is not fair. It's like, girl, I thought you were a pop culture reporter. Taylor Swift could have ended this months ago. Travis Kelce unfollowed Ryan effing Reynolds. You're telling me there's no smoke here? That there's actually something wrong? It is clear to me as day Taylor Swift is upset with Blake Lively. It is clear today that her parents are very protective and don't like Blake Lively out there dragging her daughter into all of this. So this whole implication, this is crazy, and that we went off on a whole thing to drag Taylor in because we're misogynists and Blake because we're misogynists. It just shows you how terrible of a reporter she is. And you're right. Thank God they put it as a opinion as a guest essay. Do you think I could get one of these now, Nate? Can I do a follow-up? I want to write an opinion
We should.
guest essay for the New York Times. Maybe we should team up. Maybe
Yeah.
together. I want to write an opinion. Guys, how do we get to the New York Times? I thought they like diverse voices. Let's hear the other side of this. Oh, man, that'd be amazing. But anyway, what a ridiculous thing. Go ahead.
Before you go, remember the source that she had from Twitter?
Oh my God!
The source, and then we found out the source is like a fire.
The child that she was using that she didn't even vet as a real person, and was using her as her proof. Oh my God! Yeah, I literally there was so much I've forgotten it. She was literally using this like a ghost account, anonymous troll who was allegedly admitted. Now I don't even know who it was, but they admitted to me that they were a minor. And that's who Kat Tenbarge was using as a freaking source.
Yeah, like, this person has so much knowledge. This person is so, but I was like, this person's shouldn't even be on Twitter. It's like it got to that level. Who the source
is. You're just believing some ghost account on Twitter was how Kat Tenbarge got her information. No wonder she got fired by NBC News, and her whole department was found redundant. And now, what has she got to do to be relevant? Now she's got to be like every other independent person. And now she's trying to build it up, and she's using Justin, Blake, and now the misogyny to outrage Kirsty and everybody else to attempt to get the attention. I should have taken the bait. To be honest, we shouldn't have taken the bait. But I only wanted to take this bait to warn you all, no more. Don't take it again. Be prepared. You can go look up any Kat Tenbarge video on Popcorn Planet. They're all still there. They were not edited, Kat. Nothing I did was edited. You absolute defamatory liar. You fired disgrace. I'm not. I fought hard, and I'm proud of what we did against her. And her piece is a joke. It was an absolute joke. So be prepared, be ready. But also beyond even just that whole nothing burger of her, just the fact that now the New York Times is back to this playbook, just to me looks so bad. Like they already were so caught sort of crapping on Justin, not giving him the time that they promised alone is a reason to be like, look shady. But now they're getting guest essays from complete hacks to play up the misogyny card. That just shows you how desperate Team Blake now is, and we are not going to stop. And that's why we're so grateful to all of you who've donated towards our legal war chest to fight back, and along with our documentary, which will expose all this. Go to PopcornedPlanet.com, sign up today. You can head over to It Ends With Justice. Also go to ItEndsWithJustice.com to watch the trailer. It's not clear. This is the trailer. Click on over there. You can click here to sign up. There's a merch and production updates. We're working on making this a little more clear for you all, but whatever you go to on the webpage, Popcorn Planet, ItEndsWithJustice.com, either way, just click sign up, become a member today, join us. More alerts are coming, and the documentary is coming. And I'm so grateful this man, Nate Delore. Any other final words, things you want to say? Thank you for sticking around both these videos.
Yeah, just to make it very clear, we're in a battle with billionaires. This is not just Ryan Reynolds is a billionaire. Blake Lively, they have money, they have time, they have resources, and they're coming after Andy. So we do need your help just to protect his rights, because think about this, people. If they can do this to Andy, any content creator or anyone out there who wants to push back, they can pretend to use all their money and resources to try to intimidate. But we won't be intimidated, and we're fighting back. And when they eventually lose this little battle, it's going to be embarrassing, because a judge is going to say, no, you can't get his confidential sources, because he is a journalist and he's doing God's work. So with that being said, thanks again for having me on, Andy, and hopefully we're going to kick their behinds.
Yeah, and to be clear, and the reason I'm monetizing going public all this is because they went there first, literally tipped off TMZ before I even got subpoenaed. And now Ryan, the day we're subpoenaed, like day after we're all subpoenaed, he's out there with yet another award. How many damn awards does this guy need, Nate? Will it ever satisfy him? I don't think that's humanly possible at this point. This man needs awards every damn day, apparently. Canada, America, wherever. Oh my God, dude. Go just be with your kids for a day. Right? What is this? It never ends. All the applause these two need. And oh, we're so celebrated and loved and charitable. The people who are charitable don't keep shoving it in your face.
Yes.
True people who give to charity don't need to constantly get credit for it. These two are constantly in the People magazine getting please be applaud for us. Enough. It is a sham. Nobody's buying it. And the more you come back and fight us, the worse it looks for you. And clearly the people agree. And please keep showing them. Because again, the more that is, the more scared they'll be, because they'll see, damn it, that he can get funds. Because as Nate said, these are billionaires trying to do this. So grateful to you. So grateful to you, Nate. So grateful to everybody. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for all alerts as well. That one right there. Smash all so you get notifications. Make sure you're still subscribed. And when you get those videos, hit the thumbs up and leave a comment. And please check out the videos. Click over there. Check out the Give, Send, Go. I'll put it in the pinned comment as well. Click the It Ends With Justice right there and you'll learn more. Click sign up today.